Did you love everything you got for Christmas? Chances are you got something you're not real crazy about.
But that doesn't mean someone else won't love it. The place bringing you and them together is Saul's.
And the guy is General Manager John Dineen. He's back to Bling It On. Good to see you, John.
Guys,
Hey,
good
John.
morning. Thank you.
So let's put this in perspective. You're in a quandary here because you got something as a gift. Maybe you don't really like it. You don't have a gift receipt. You can't take it back.
Correct.
That's where you come in.
That's where we come in, and we never want people to feel bad about that. We always tell people it's always the thought that counts. So you're not always going to like everything. So we want to give you an easy way out to bring it in. Maybe you find something in one of our stores, or you just want the cold hard cash to start the new year. So we want to make sure that everybody knows, from jewelry to electronics, everything. Bring in anything you got. If you don't like it, we'll give you cash for it.
Okay, so you skimmed the surface there when you said jewelry and electronics. But specifically, what are some of the things you're looking for in those departments and then some of the others?
Correct. You know, a lot of the pieces that, of course, are out there, especially with the young kids, a lot of gaming systems that are out there. Maybe they didn't get the right one. If they got a PS4 but they wanted an Xbox One or vice versa, we can definitely exchange those out for you. Laptops, of course, you start talking about those. Maybe they wanted a Mac and not a regular PC style one. So we will definitely switch those out for you. And then when you get into jewelry, you know, a lot of times if ladies, you know, get that ring that go, wow, it's really neat, but it's just not me, or the set of earrings or a pendant, something of that version that we can just expand your horizons with all of our showcases and show you so many different items that you can actually use, and we'll give you money for this.
Tools, like if somebody didn't know you already had a reciprocating saw. You're like, I don't need another one. Take it into Saul's.
And that's the biggest thing. We want to make sure people understand you don't need an appointment. You don't have to call ahead of time. Bring in anything. You know, those are things that we bring in, and then when we start talking about how we value them, you know, we're going to look at the sales that are happening right now. You're going to get, because right now, even 5 days after Christmas for us is a huge retail sales time. People are coming in, still purchasing stuff. They get that cash for Christmas. So we're going to give you good money on these items because, especially since they're brand new, somebody else can definitely use them.
But you're not going to get full retail. If you bring a power tool in, it's still in the box, or you bring in a video game, you're not going to get full retail. But you do get pretty close to it.
You get really close to it. There's not really a set percentage because with jewelry to tools to electronics, there's such a wide variation. But what we do offer, though, is if you do find something in our stores, you do definitely get a lot better value if you find something there that time.
The exchange.
So the exchange, yes. And so you get a lot more for your value there. Also, too, what's a huge item out there are gift cards. We do purchase gift cards as well.
Okay, so John, how does this work? How do you, because you know, the value might vary, the stores, so what is it like if I come into you and I've got a gift card to pick a store?
You know, depending on, you hit it on the head, depending on what store. You know, Amazon cards, Nebraska Furniture Mart cards are a little bit more sought after than certain, you know, other stores. What we look at is, we look at the values. I'll pay you anywhere from 50% up to 80% of that card's value. So if you don't shop at, you know, Bed Bath & Beyond and you want to use the money for something else.
This card's no good for me, right?
Exactly, it's not working for me. I'll give you hard cash for it because there's somebody else out there for it.
Does the card have to be unused in that the full value, the original value is on that card?
Correct.
You know, you couldn't have spent some of the money and then...
Exactly. So what we look at is there are some store credit cards that are out there. You can use a little bit at a time. But what we really look at is there's a little kind of code on the back of it that you can't, a PIN number that it just cannot be scratched off. That's the biggest thing. Once it is scratched off, that number's kind of out there. You can use it at any time. But if that's not scratched off, bring it in and we'll pay you top dollar for it.
Do you have any sales going on right now? Because you're talking about this still being a full swing period.
You know, our last week, you know, going into the new year,
crazy.
It's probably one of the second largest times of people getting engaged. Is the new year, and then of course Valentine's Day. We're still running our 50 to 60% off jewelry sale. I mean, these last 2 days have been busier, it seems like, than before Christmas time. So we want to make sure people come in. We've got great deals going on to start the new year off. So hit all 6 of our metro locations. We'll find you something there.
All right, you brought in a big old blue topaz ring last week, right?
Her?
Right there.
That one right there.
You can see it from, and I would say the camera is 20 yards away, and you can see this stone. John, that is gorgeous.
But just a gorgeous piece, carved topaz right there. We have a lot of styles like that, from pinks to blues to black onyx So if this one right here, if you don't care for
that
blue
beautiful?
colors, we have a great selection, and what's great is this is set in sterling silver. So your price points on these are under $100 for just gorgeous pieces like that.
I really like that ring,
Yes.
John. You know me. I love a statement.
Yeah, correct. And it's just a
That's
really
sharp.
unique piece that really makes a strong statement there.
Okay, so that ring
Yes.
may not go back to Saul's. It may go home with Mary.
That could happen.
This ring, however, John, is available for now,
You know,
but I'll wear it the next week.
Just a gorgeous piece. This is actually a platinum Cartier band with about a 20-point diamond right in the center right there.
There's a diamond right there.
What I love about this piece is just people that like designer pieces but don't maybe want that big, full, kind of gaudy look. It's a nice, simple piece, but it does make a strong statement because it is Cartier.
And it says
Is that what it
Cartier
says
right
on
in
there,
front.
It
Cartier?
says it right there.
It's
They're actually
engraved.
stamped on the inside too. They do have serial numbers in there as well. So we've got a great selection of those.
So, John,
Yes.
some people might want to buy this, and if you are getting it as a gift, since jewelry's on sale,
Yes.
you get the Cartier box with it. So, let's say this piece, if somebody called you today and said, I want the ring Mary was wearing,
Yes.
and I can get it back to you before they leave the store.
Correct.
How much would this run at your store compared to retail?
You look at retail, that ring right now online is a little over $2,000 being platinum Cartier. For our viewers, you're looking at $500 right now.
$500.
$500 for a designer piece. So
I will bring it back if somebody calls you and
That
says they
sounds
want
great.
it. They
I'll
won't be
tell you what,
without
you can
it.
stop at any of the metro locations. There's 6 of them, and you got the new one in Millard,
Yes.
which we were at not too long ago.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Great showroom. It's awesome in
Yes.
there. SaulsJewelryAlone.net. That's the website. Johnny, thanks
guys,
for coming
thank you
in.
once
Happy
again.
New Year, John.
You as
Yeah,
well.
have a great New Year.
Thank you so much.
All right, guests of the Morning Blend start their day with coffee from Pear's Gourmet, the official coffee of the Morning Blend. And you can learn more about Pear's online at our website, OmahaMorningBlend.com.
Well, losing weight is one thing. Keeping it off is a whole other challenge.
Complete Nutrition, and they can help with both. And they're showing us healthy doesn't have to be hard. That's coming up next.